Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. And I have said many a time on this channel that all these weird groups, religion, the trans lobby, the LGBT body that desperately want to have a P on the back of it, they all target children. They're obsessed with children. They want to get their grubby, nasty little hands on our children. And who's the latest group that wants to inveigle itself, Stockholm Syndrome our children into following them so they can do awful, unknown things to them? Why? It's the British government. Let's have a look at this article. So here we are, the Great Reset. Online lockdown learning tool recommended by government harvested data of school children, because of course it does. These people are obsessed with children. It's worrying. They all need to be on a register. You need to take precautions. You've got to keep your children away from everyone. And I mean, even people who you think are safe. Teachers definitely out, but you know, the government who's here to, quote, protect you. And we all know that they're not. They're all monitoring us 24 hours a day. But here we go. A government-recommended online learning tool used by thousands of schools during the lockdown harvested the data of children, an investigation has found. Research done by the NGO Human Rights Watch has found that an online learning tool recommended to schools by the British government during the lockdown harvested the data of children who used it. Edpuzzle, an online learning platform, was found to collect significant amounts of data from its users, including keyboard strokes and mouse movements, some of whom were reportedly as young as 5 years old. They are monitoring 5-year-olds. These people need locking up. They need to be examined. Their hard drives definitely need to be examined. Their browse history, everything about them. They're sick. They're sick. Why do you need to be watching 5-year-olds? What are you building? Is it part of your grooming? It's ridiculous. According to a report by The Telegraph, which has seen the research, over 1,000 schools availed of the service, which allegedly contained 4 different third-party ad trackers, which recorded information regarding a person's actions while using the website. Anything from the government should not have this kind of functionality, ever. Ever. The company has since reportedly admitted that its products, many of which are aimed at children, gathered user data, but that this information was harvested for internal use. Yeah. And they've investigated every single person who works for that company, and they're satisfied that they have all passed the necessary checks, that none of them has got a stash of photographs and now has access details to the computers of children. That being said, the Telegraph notes that some have expressed concern that the company did not make it sufficiently clear that it was gathering data with its products in the first place, and it should now be deleted. It should be deleted, and then the company should be prosecuted. If the data has been collected without permission of parents and children, it should be deleted, said an MP, Chi Oburawa, regarding the company's actions. No, they should be prosecuted. This is a blatant breach of data protection laws. A member of the House of Lords, Beban Kidron, meanwhile said that the government's Department for Education should stop recommending such learning products for schools until it has established regulatory standards. Can you imagine the DfE recommending playground equipment that has not met any safety standards, she asked. Of course not. And it is the news that children in the UK and beyond had the data harvested by tech companies is just the latest example of how kids suffered during the pandemic. And I'm not going to go in, but that is basically summed by language skills, social skills, interaction, things like that, massively damaging. And now they're targeting children, they're lifting their data, they're accessing their machines. It's kind of scary and it's kind of weird, and it's probably best that those people are put on a register. Anyway, I'll come up and finish. It was only a quick video, this one. So why do they need the data? Who's answering the question? Who's asking the question? Why is nobody asking questions? Why are these people not being investigated? It is very, very creepy, and I think there are people involved in that organisation who represent a clear and present danger to children. HM Plod needs to get involved there. The police need to go in, investigate, and where necessary, draw charges. People need to go to jail, and it needs to be sent out a clear signal to everyone else that you start lifting children's data and accessing children's computers. It's not a good idea, and you will go to jail, and you will be put on a register. That'll change their mind, won't it? Next time they go for a job and the prospective employer says, "Oh, why are you on this register?" And then you have to explain the whole thing about, "Oh, I was snooping in 5-year-olds' computers." I like that. I like snooping at 5-year-olds. Heaven's sake. These people are just mental and sick. Anyway, I'm not going to drag it out. I've said the piece. You're all aware now. Look after your children. Make sure that what you give them is safe. Monitor it. Monitor the use. Don't allow them to put their data in anywhere. In fact, one of the things I was told was create a false identity and then use that. And that way they can never trace you. Anyway, if you like what you hear and see on the channel, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notifications of future output. Leave a like, leave a comment, and until next time, stay safe, stay well, and goodbye.